Yo, what's up guys, my name is Mr. Freeze2244 and welcome to the Imposter Syndrome Part 2 featured contract by Eurogamer. These new contracts got released today and I'm covering all 5. This is the second contract on my list. So the briefing is, thanks to a data recovered from the last targets, we have learned that the imposters are on site and undercover right now. It goes without saying that all 3 must be eliminated before they can complete their mission to send a strong message to other potential copycats. Each target must be taken out with their signature weapon. Agent Wilson, which is Vidal, favours knives. Agent Delahunty Light, which is Yates, is a dab hand with a sword, and which, whilst Master of the Chaos, Agent 32, which is Ford Jr., deals primarily with explosions. So this was created again by Eurogamer. So we got, obviously we have 3 targets, one with a combat knife, one with an explosion, one with a broadsword, and we only have 1 exit available as well, and we can't get spotted by doing any illegal action or anything like that. So the loadout I've chosen for this is as follows. So we're bringing along a suppressed pistol, coin, lockpick, and we're going to start at the shrine start location. And when you start there, immediately we're going to grab the propane flask behind the altar. And once you've done that, we're going to carry this around for us until we get the kill, because we're going to use this for the accident explosion. Use your lockpick on this door to get down into this bunker area. And once you're down here, we're going to pass it into the locker room to the right. On the far left of the locker room, there's going to be a combat knife. That's where you're going to use that for Tamara Vidal. Open this door and then take out your coin and throw a coin on the opposite side of the room, and then pick your flask back up. We're going to do that to distract the guards so we can get up these stairs and into the wine cellar. Once you're in here, we're going to open the safe. So use 2006 on the safe to get the documents out of the safe. We're going to hand that to Yates' wife. And once we've grabbed that, we need to go and grab ourselves a nice disguise now. So we're going to grab this guy right here. So we're going to throw the propane flash just around this area. And then we're going to press our body against these barrels. And then we're going to do a subdue from around the corner. So once he comes over, just spam the subdue button and you will drag him from around the corner and get an easy subdue. Just like that. Grab his disguise and again pick up the propane flask. Once you've done that, now we're going to head through these set of doors right over here. That allows us access into the mansion itself, and then we're going to approach Yates, Valentina Yates, which is Don Yates' wife. Give her the documents, and then we can go and get the broadsword. So she should be out on the balcony around about this point in time, talking to Don. So we're going to talk to her once you get the option popping up for you, and then she'll hold her hand out, and that's when you want to give her the documents. Once you've done that, you don't have to hang around for the conversation. All we need to do now is go into the bathroom and pull on the big, huge thing that's dangling down. What do you call it? A cable? A rope? But yeah, we need to bring the ladder down so we can get into the attic. In the attic is where the broadsword is going to be. So pick up the broadsword and throw it down there so we can carry it down. Grab the broadsword again. And make sure Don Yates has gone down the stairs before you do this. There he goes. So you can go ahead and throw the broadsword at Valentina's head. Don't you melee it, make sure you do throw it, otherwise it's not going to count. Now we've hidden her body, we can go and retrieve that propane flask that we dropped a little bit earlier in the bathroom. So now we're going to move on to Aaron Ford Jr. So we're going to use this propane flask now to take him out with an accident explosion. And he is going to be near the start location. Not the start location that we use for this, but the main start location in the main mission. He's going to be talking on his phone. He's the lawyer. He's going to be talking on his phone. He's going to have a briefcase on him as well. So we're going to listen to that conversation. He's going to move around to a more secluded area so we can shoot this propane flask twice and then take him out for a free accident kill on him. So it will be the explosion taken care of and it will be a free accident kill. So when his body does get found, it's not going to spoil your Silent Assassin rating. So Aaron Ford Jr. is just going to be over here. There he goes. So we need to wait for him to finish his conversation first. And so we're going to have to hang around this area for a little bit. But he will come over here And that's when we're going to just plonk the gas canister right next to him. And then we're going to get a little bit of a distance away from him, and then we're going to shoot it twice for a free accident explosion. So just place it behind him like that. Get behind here, then just shoot that twice. Now we're going to move away. Get away from everybody's line of sight, mainly the guards, because we don't want anyone to freak out and automatically accuse you of that's what's happened there. But that takes care of 2 people now. So now we've got, the only person we've got left now is Tamara Vidal. And I'm going to show you the safest way to seclude her, because you can do it a complicated way by causing a few distractions, but I always think it's just the best way to just do the opportunity when she meets you as Tobias Reaper in the cinema area. So what we're going to do is pass through here, grab this bottle, smack this waiter in the back of the head, leave him there, and then we're going to go and retrieve our suit, which is just through here. You want to go ahead and put that disguise on so you can put your suit back on. This is reliant really on you having this shortcut open. If it's not open, you're going to have to go the long way back into the mansion area where we came before and work your way back into this wine cellar. But once we've got our suit back on now, because we need this for the final kill, we are going to put his body in the locker here so he doesn't get found. I don't think anyone else comes through this area, but just in case. So we need to talk to Diana, and we can only do that when she's not having a discussion with Tamara. So you're going to need to do this 3 times before Vidal will actually tell you to come into the cinema area. So what you need to do is talk to Diana here. She's going to go off and talk to Tamara over where the railing is. Once she's finished that conversation, you can talk to her for a 2nd time, and then for the 3rd time, she's going to be talking over where, you know, where the area behind them on the north side. Once she's finished that 3rd conversation, you can approach Diana for the 3rd and final time, and Tamara will lead you down into the cinema area. For the benefit of the video though, I'm not going to let you sit through all that. I'm just going to skip to the 3rd point. So this is the area I was referring to. I've already engaged in the 3rd conversation for the benefit of the video as well. And we're actually, right now, we're just following Tamara Vidal into the cinema area itself. Don't run off now too early because you don't want to spoil this opportunity. So we're just going to follow her nice and slowly until she actually gets into the cinema area. So Diana and her bodyguard is going to go into the wine tasting area. Meanwhile, Tamara is going to have another bodyguard follow her. So when he says the next one, Miss Vidal, always the next one, that's when you can have an opportunity to actually run away and advance to what we're at to do. Because in this area there's like 5 guards and you're going to be surrounded once you finish this conversation with her, and that's not what we want. We still want to isolate her and get her by herself. So the best thing to do is rush down the stairs before you have to trigger the conversation downstairs. Use your lockpick on this door. Inside there's going to be a vacuum cleaner. We're going to wait for the guard to move further away from Tamara. And once he does that, we can go back into this broom closet and turn the vacuum cleaner on. We're also going to turn it back off just in case we distract anyone else. But that's going to distract Tamara Vidal to investigate what that noise was. And that gives us a perfect opportunity to take her out right here and right now, nice and secluded. There's also a nice little crate right behind us as well to hide her body in. Just make sure when you do kill her, it's a throwing combat knife. Don't use a melee, otherwise it's not going to work. It's very specific about it, so once you've done that, that's your 3rd and final target down. And all we've got to do now is just hide her body. You can probably leave it there, but for the safety of it, you're best to just stick her in the crate. Use your lockpick on this door here, and we're now in a trespassing zone. Just keep that in mind as well. But we're just going to circle around and climb up this ladder. Once you're up the top, there's going to be 2 winery workers, but they're not enforcers, so you don't really have to worry about it. And once you're up at this point, we are now going to get ourselves another disguise. We need that black elite disguise back. There's going to be one in the locker room where we grabbed the combat knife. So if there's no guards where we are actually going to be right now, then I would advise you to just go straight to the locker room and retrieve a disguise from there, because we are going to need one of the disguises for the exit. So I'd recommend, if these guards aren't here, just go into the locker room that's just literally around the corner there and put one in. There's going to be a locker in there that's going to be locked. Use your lockpick on that, and there will be this disguise in that locker room. But once you've acquired this disguise, we're now heading to the only exit that's available to us, and that's going to be the boat exit. To exit via there, we are going to need a boat key though, and it's going to be in the boat shed where the actual boat is. But we're just going to climb up here just to try and get there as quick as we can. There's a couple enforcers around this area, so just keep that in mind as well, especially this guy. But once we get past, it should be plain sailing. There's 2 enforcers here too. You might be questioning why did I bother with this disguise. It's because any disguise is better than your suit, no matter what really. It's also going to be an enforcer here, and an enforcer down where the boathouse is as well. So there's only like a couple of people that aren't enforcers, but it's still better than nothing. So over here, what you could do is just climb through the window on the left side. However, if you want to get through the door, what you could do is just literally throw a coin over there to distract the enforcer, just so he moves away, so it gives you enough time to get into the shed. The boat key is just going to be on the left of the door, so just keep that in mind as well. So we're just going to rush in there real quick, grab the boat key that's just hanging on the wall. There we go, and then the boat exit will unlock for you, and then there you go, there's your escape. And there's a silent assassin for you, completing all 3 of the bizarre ways of killing your targets. The silent assassin rating. So let's just grab a confirmation of that real quick. There we go, done. All the parameters are complete. And it's not a quick time by any means, but I don't want to bother with the hassle of doing loads of distractions to get Tamara by herself, so that's the way I found to do it. So there you go. Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to drop a like on this video if it helped you out. Subscribe if you want to the channel. Hit the bell notification to be notified of all future videos and live streams. Consider supporting me on Patreon or even becoming a member of the channel by clicking the join button below, or click the link in the description. If you've missed any featured contract walkthroughs that I've covered so far, there will be a link after these credits right here on the screen to show you the full playlist of featured contracts that I've covered. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.